Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. This side Priya Bhatia, and in this specific video we will be talking about the imputers in machine learning. I think we already have made this discussion, but I feel that that would be a great idea if I'll try to dedicate one more video with respect to the same. If you remember when we were doing the EDA process in the data pipeline, where we have talked about exploratory data analysis, where if you remember we have usually focused on the given data and we have checked that whether the data contains missing values or not. In that specific scenario, I have talked about and I have clearly illustrated you that you can check the distribution of a data, and depending upon that distribution you can replace those missing values with maybe mean, median, mode. If the data belongs to categorical data, in that specific case you can replace with a mode value. Otherwise you can check mean or median. If data contains outliers, in that case replace with median. Otherwise you can replace with mean or median, whatever you feel is comfortable for you. So in all of these aspects, with respect to the data imputation, what we have concluded in our discussions in our previous part of the modules, when we were doing the practical implementation of the project, the major focus which we have focused is कि at any point of time, whenever we want that the values which are available to us, we want to use them so that there will be accurate predictions, we always go for data imputation. Wherever there is a very lesser values missing, we will go with a mean, median, mode kind of a imputation. But if you remember, we also have talked about KNN algorithm, K nearest neighbor. Wherever you will feel that in a given data for a given feature, maybe there are similar instances which can put together depending upon the Euclidean distance or any distance metric, you can also go for KNN imputer as well. So there are two ways via which we can personally do the imputation whenever we are doing a data pre-processing. Either we can go with the mean, median and mode, or we can go with the KNN imputation. Now we have a separate module in ML called as impute. I will showcase you how the complete implementation of that will work, and accordingly you can take a judgment that how basically the imputation you will do. But always remember, we have multiple ways depending upon what kind of situation we are in. We can accordingly think about it, that how basically we can do the data imputation altogether. With this, let's get started. So what we will do now is I'll try to take one dummy data, and with the help of which I'll try to showcase you the power of imputers in machine learning. So what we can do is, first of all, we will try to import all the required packages. Usually for this, I think pandas is more than enough. So we can first of all import that. After that, I'll try to create a dictionary. And let's assume we have two columns for now in our data set. One is age. Age is the key, and the dictionary is, let's say, 25. Then we have null values, np.nan, np.nan. And because we're using np, so definitely we need to have a numpy also as np. Maybe what we can do, we can just try to create a dummy data in the next block. First of all, let's run this file. Now we can create dummy, you can say, data to further work upon to understand the data imputation flow. So what we can do here, we will be having 25, then we will be having null values. Let's say we will be having maybe some new more fields, 25, 30, let's say 35. Afterwards, we will be having a second column, and the second column looks like, let's say, salary. And in the salary part, let's assume we will be having a salary of 50,000, 60,000. Null values we have again 80,000 or 90,000, and again we will be having a null values. After that, we have a data frame. So what we can do is, with the help of this dictionary, we can convert this into a data frame. So what we can do is, we can say data frame is equal to pd dot data frame, and afterwards we can say data. Once it is done, if we want to see the data frame, we can just recheck and verify, and you will be able to observe we will be having a data frame available. Now you can see, right, missing values are there. So what is the meaning of imputation? The simple meaning is, we want to replace this null values with a valuable logical value so that our predictions will be apt and we will not have any data loss as well. One way could be where if let's say you will be having more entries, maybe 90% of the column contains null values. In that case, or in that scenario, maybe you can just remove that column. But if we have very lesser values which are null values, one way could be that you can do the data imputation. You can say via maybe mean or median or mode. Another way could be that you can go with K-NN imputation. Now, for those people who are not aware about K-NN algorithm, please go and refer my previous videos. You will be able to get an idea. Here, I'm just showcasing you the imputation part, major focus. So, if you will be able to see from sklearn.impute, we have a package called as simple imputer. Now, what we can do in this specific scenario, we will call a imputer, which is equal to, we will say simple imputer, and inside that, we will pass the strategy, which is equal to mean. And after that, what we can do is we will be able to get a imputed data, which we can, for example, let's say for a given column, we'll get the mean value. So we have to completely apply a fit underscore transform on that column so that every specific missing value will get replaced by the mean of that specific column. So what we can do is we can say simply imputer dot fit underscore transform, and after that we can just apply on top of our data frame that we have, right? And as soon as this part is done, we can simply try to create a data frame and add this imputed data. So we can say pd.data frame, and inside this we can just add the imputed data, and the columns is equals to data frame dot columns. And then maybe you can just try to check what is this imputed data frame contains. And if you just want to print this value of imputed df, you can simply print that. Let's see what we will be able to get. So you can see, right, if you will try to get the mean value of 25 plus 30 plus 35, most probably it will come out to be 30. And that is why the average is 30. So you will be able to see the replacement will be done in such a way that we will be having a 30 everywhere. Similarly, if you will try to take the average of 50,000 plus 60,000 plus 90,000 divided by 3, most probably average will come out to be maybe, I'm not sure, but it is specifying as 66,666. So the imputation is done accordingly. So that is one of the way. Now, as I told you in the previous discussions also, please do have a look onto the outliers part. And as you observe that if let's say via creating a box plot outliers are available, you can change your strategy accordingly. Instead of using mean, you can go with median. If let's say you're working with the categorical data, in that case, you can check the highest frequency value, means I'm talking about the mode, and accordingly, you can again change the strategy. Another way could be where you can do the data imputation via K-NN imputer. So let's try to see how we can do in that specific case. Again, I'm just copying this code. Instead of just getting this, we will just get K-NN imputer. So I'll just call K-NN imputer, and inside this I will, now you know, right? With respect to K-NN imputer, the K-NN algorithm contains number of neighbors, which is a very important parameter. So definitely, let's say for now I am passing as 2, but you can do a hyperparameter tuning and check that what is the optimal number of neighbors I can go for. And after that, as soon as this part is done, then again you can do the fit part, and again you can just try to add that thing, and you can just run this code. So you will be able to see that now we are getting the value as 27.5 and the average is 55,000, not the average, but the prediction by the K-NN imputation. So the same thing I have done, it's just that instead of going for a strategy as mean or median or mode, we are going for a K-NN imputation. So internally, whatever algorithm we have covered up, mathematical intuition we have covered up, internally that is working with the number of neighbors as 2, right? Same logic. So if you don't have any idea, you can just check that particular portion. I'll not repeat that concepts again because I already have covered up in my course. But I hope that now this part is clear to everyone that how powerful the imputer is, and with the help of which we will be able to avoid the data loss and will be able to generate a better predictions by the model, by the machine learning model. I hope that till so far everything is clear. With this, I would like to end this specific video. I'll see you all very soon in the upcoming video. I hope that you're enjoying this course. And with this, happy learning to all.